Okay, so Haftner Bouclier, hope I pronounced this right, cycling sportswear. Um, First, based on your post, I think you're trying to decide whether you should continue with the custom cycling aerodynamic clothing or simply pivot into a kind of like run of the mill print on demand shop, which is really, there's nothing unique about that. So that's the biggest decision you're facing. But short of that, I wanted to just take a look at what you were doing with your cycling clothing and why you said there's a slowdown in sales. Well, obviously, it's a seasonal sport in North America, so obviously, it'll slow down um, when the season's over right now. Um, but some initial impressions. So first of all, your website is built on Wix, which is fine for a beginner store, but in general, being in e-commerce for 5+ years, I'm really fond of Shopify because of the functionality it offers. So now, there's really not much on the homepage. It basically, shows a bunch of people racing. They're probably not even wearing your gear, and there's really not much else. There's a newsletter subscription. No reason for me to um, sign up for it. There's no incentive for me. Then shop now button is fairly small, and okay, if I go look about us section, it's got minimal info. Like there's not a whole lot of story behind you and your story personally, how you're veteran owned and all that. Our athletes, there are no actual athletes. Usually there's like a roster of real athletes using your gear if it exists. Team, this looks like a stock photo. I'm not sure if it is, or maybe it is you, but it'd be nice to see real people. And similarly, when you click to contact us, it's just a generic form. So, like, is this a real company? Where's the address? Does it exist? Can I pick up the phone and call somebody if I have a problem? So, some of the things that the customer will immediately think of. Now, you got your Facebook page. You got a little bit of a following, and basically, yeah, you're basically turning it into a run-of-the-mill print shop, which there's a ton of them with the same mugs and T-shirts. Like, what's unique about that? I'm not sure, but you got some content, very light, and you are running some ads. And the ads basically they feature, they don't feature your products really. Like this is a bicycle, and that's it. And then there's a bunch of socks in a box. Whereas, I googled aerodynamic socks, and I'm a cyclist myself, but I don't really buy this high-speed gear. I'm more of an Ironman triathlete, but anyway. So first, organic ranking, a company out of Great Britain. They claim aerodynamic socks, and basically look at their page, right? Like the whole thing is speed, like how it's aerodynamic, makes you go faster without spending a ton of money on the bike. They got a lot of lifestyle photos of people using their products, and then you know they got also some content here on their page. But look at the ads they're running. So they got videos, they got the wind tunnel test, they got actually an athlete using their product, you know, lifestyle photos. So a lot more appealing, I would say. Also, they're heavy on Instagram. They most likely have deals with influencers to talk about their product, promote them, grow their followership. You don't seem to be on Instagram. Um, you're on LinkedIn now. I don't know if LinkedIn is the right place where you would find cyclists. Although you were B2B, so that's fine. For B2B, LinkedIn is great. And then kind of like judging at your Twitter content, there's just basically some like industry news, but you're not talking about your company, like how you manufacture the product, how you design it, like all the behind the scenes story that want to people buy from you as opposed to from Walmart or Dick's Sporting Goods. That's what the type of content that you'd want to see. So basically, I would recommend taking a look at your biggest competitors, kind of reverse engineering what they're doing, and do more of that. Like basically invest into better storytelling, better photography, videos, working with athletes, influencers. Like send them samples, find them on Instagram, reach out to them, DM them, hey, do you want to try my socks on? And go from there. So just some initial thoughts. Hope this helps.